Listen, if you think that little Halloween clip of Sugar Mama and Knox was just an adorable sibling moment, think again. Because when Martell Holt, the same man who ran to court to stop Melody Shari from posting the kids, suddenly pops up online doing exactly that, oh baby, that's not love, that's a move. Stay right here, because by the time we get to that school pull-up moment, you're gonna understand exactly why the internet is calling Martell's little stunt messy, calculated, and low-key desperate. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, go ahead and lock in, because this situation? Oh, it's one of those buckle up and don't blink moments. Every detail connects, and once we lay the puzzle pieces side by side, you'll understand exactly why the internet is calling this messy, unnecessary, and just a touch thirsty. We're unpacking what went down, why the reaction was instant and loud, and the deeper motive people believe is hiding beneath the surface. Trust, by the time we hit the school pull-up moment and that Halloween social media move, you're going to be right here saying, yeah, this wasn't innocent. Snacks ready? Let's get into it. Picture it. Halloween weekend. Good vibes everywhere. Kids in costumes, parents grabbing pictures and picking up candy sugar-rushed little ones. Just a lighthearted family weekend. And then, out of nowhere, Martell Holt hits the internet with a video of his daughter, affectionately called Sugar Mama, hugging his youngest child. At face value? Sweet, siblings loving on each other. But if you've been following the saga between Martell and Melody Shari, the custody debates, the posting rules, the whole who can film who roller coaster, then you already knew this wasn't just a cute sibling moment dropped on the timeline. Oh no, this video carried weight. And social media clocked it immediately, because everyone remembers who marched into court arguing that the kids shouldn't be online, who fought to restrict filming, who tried to shut down opportunities. Yet suddenly all those standards evaporated the moment a post could serve a certain narrative. And the internet wasted 0 seconds pointing it out. Receipts refreshed, memories activated, and the comment sections did not hold back. The timing? Loud. The intention? Questioned instantly. Why pull up on a school day that wasn't supposedly yours? Why record? Why share? Why now? Because this wasn't about a sweet family hug, at least not to the public eye. It looked like image management. Like positioning? Like a quiet "see, I'm present. I'm dad. Everything is great over here." Except viewers didn't feel family warmth. They felt PR vibes. It came across like an attempt to convince the world that everything is harmonious and picture perfect, when history and court filings say otherwise. If everything was truly peachy, why so much back and forth? Why so many veiled shots and legal tug-of-wars? Anyone who's watched Love and Marriage, Huntsville has seen this unfold in real time. And this little clip? It didn't land like a wholesome moment. It landed like strategy, and the internet caught it immediately. Before we jump in, let's just acknowledge this. None of what's happening here is brand new. This chapter feels like a rerun with a fresh filter. But now let's get into the moment that sent people into full social media detective mode. The video itself? Folks were watching body language like they were analyzing evidence in a crime lab. Sugar Mama ran over with pure kid energy. Open heart, open arms, zero drama in her spirit. Kids don't carry baggage. They don't clock custody filings or grown-up tension. They just see family. But what stopped the internet in its tracks was that tiny pause from the younger child. Not rude, not icy, just hesitant, like someone who hasn't been in that comfortable sibling routine long enough for it to feel second nature. He eventually hugged back, yes. But for a lot of viewers, it felt more like a staged introduction caught on camera rather than a natural brother-sister moment that just happened on its own, and that's where the questions started pouring in. If this was really just about love and bonding, why whip out a phone? Why blast it online? Why turn something that could have simply lived in family memory into digital content? Before we answer that, hold on, because this conversation goes much deeper. If you're still here, drop "I'm here" in spirit, because now we're in the real part of the story. Let's jog our memory. Who was fighting tooth and nail to keep the kids off social media unless he approved it? Who wanted them off TV? Who wanted to block brand deals and limit their exposure unless it was on his terms? That was Martell. Fans haven't forgotten. The public watched him try to dictate camera time and visibility when the marriage ended, claiming concern, only for those boundaries to magically disappear when he decided posting worked in his favor. Suddenly it's okay now? The internet said, oh, so the rules only apply when they benefit you? Say less. And you could practically hear the collective eye roll. Timeline-wide, that's when the conversation shifted from cute kid moment to this feels like insecurity camouflaged as content. It looked like someone trying to demonstrate relevance, trying to say, see, I still have access. I'm still connected. Meanwhile, Melody leveled up, career growing, traveling, performing, flourishing, peaceful, focused, winning. And when one person heals and moves forward, the other's reactions can start looking like they're reaching. Fans notice the shift in tone, the public comments, the tension, the control attempts. So when that video dropped, it didn't scream fatherhood. It whispered strategy, and not a subtle one. Let's be clear, nobody is judging a dad for loving his kids or siblings for hugging. That's beautiful. That should always be celebrated. This isn't about parenthood, it's about motivation. It's about patterns. It's about showing up on a school day you reportedly weren't scheduled for, filming it, posting it, and coding it in look how harmonious things are. To some viewers, that felt less like co-parenting and more like, don't forget me. And the irony? If Melody wanted to match energy, she could walk into court with that video clipped to a piece of paper saying, so, the posting rules don't apply here? And she'd have a point. But the difference is, she's too busy building, not babysitting drama. That's the contrast between peace and chaos. One side is healing, the other still seems stuck in emotional quicksand. And since we're telling the truth, let's not act like there wasn't a whole saga about blocking filming, blocking income, blocking appearances, only to then want financial benefit from the same situation. Let's not pretend someone didn't think restricting the kids' filming would punish Melody but ended up isolating himself because cast members didn't want to keep feeding conflict. We saw dynamics shift with Maurice, Kimmy, Letitia, and Marcel. We saw Destiny become the last ally for a minute. We saw Arian Curry lingering in the background, throwing online shade like confetti. These receipts don't expire, the internet's memory stays crisp. And speaking of Arian Curry, let's just say fans had questions, and they didn't hold back. The comment section was working overtime, wondering how she felt watching this unfold, and why this sudden push for cozy family visuals appeared right on cue. Because if there's one thing viewers know, social media doesn't forget history, and this move did not slide by unnoticed. If you're ready for the part where the audience starts connecting dots about timing, motives, and parallel energy online, oh, we're only getting started. Let's be real here. If someone is truly secure in their situation, why keep poking at the past? Why stay online taking shots, dropping indirects, and circling back to Melody every chance you get? When you become the new partner after a marriage ends, but your eyes and energy stay glued to the ex? That speaks louder than any Instagram caption ever could. Because genuine peace doesn't move like that. Confident people aren't loud. Confident people don't rush to social media to prove what they already know privately. Quiet confidence doesn't need applause. It just lives. And that's exactly why people said this Halloween moment wasn't about affection. It was about ego. Stay with me, because this part matters. The big question everybody online kept asking was simple. What was the point? Was it really a sweet sibling moment, or was it about optics? When someone fights to stop their ex from posting the kids, then suddenly rushes online to do the same thing, that's not about privacy. That's about control. And when control slips away, the next move is usually attention. We've watched Martell try to rebuild his public image ever since the split, popping up at events, launching businesses, smiling on red carpets, trying to present the situation with Arian Curry like it's picture perfect. But the audience never fully leaned in, because the energy didn't feel healed. It felt like someone trying to hold on to spotlight instead of actually growing. So this little Halloween post? It didn't land like a warm dad moment to a lot of viewers. It felt like a PR play, and one that backfired. Instead of applause, it got side-eye and debate. Because truth is, people love a comeback story. Folks would support therapy, maturity, quiet co-parenting, a real fresh start. But you cannot heal while competing. You can't find peace while trying to trigger someone who already stepped into theirs. Healing doesn't look like surprise school videos for Instagram. Healing looks like consistency, privacy, and showing up without the cameras rolling. At the end of the day, none of this is about adults and their egos. It's about the kids, sugar mama, Knox, all of them. They didn't ask for legal filings or social media debates. They deserve emotional safety, routine, and parents who protect them more than they perform. Co-parenting isn't easy. Emotions get tangled, but when children become content, it's never the kids who win. Hopefully this becomes a wake-up moment. Choose what's best for the children, not what gets claps online. Now fast forward to the Halloween photos. Sugar Mama and Knox dressed up, hugging, looking adorable. On the surface, it was heartwarming. Fans were happy seeing sibling love despite everything that's gone down. For a second, it felt calm. It felt hopeful. But peace in Huntsville doesn't last long. Because right when the picture started circulating, everyone remembered the newest court ruling. You know the one. The order stating the kids cannot appear on television or social media for profit without court approval. The same ruling that gave Melody full physical custody, with Martell receiving scheduled visitation. So suddenly viewers paused like, wait, was he allowed to post this? And that's when the debate lit up the timeline again. Because while this wasn't a sponsored ad, anything Martell posts drives engagement. He has a public platform and traffic is traffic. So fans started asking whether this crossed a line, or at the very least brushed up against one. Meanwhile, Melody? Silent, calm, minding her business, and silence sometimes says the most. Meanwhile, Melody has simply kept moving forward, quietly, gracefully, and with her eyes on what matters most, her children and their peace. She has fought hard to build stability around them, and she has never wavered when it comes to protecting their emotional space. Now that she has primary custody, everyone knows she's going to make sure every boundary set by the court is respected. So naturally, the internet started asking, is she going to address this? Will she act on it, or simply let it pass since the moment was innocent? And that question alone is what has social media holding its breath. People are watching closely to see what happens next. Let's revisit that court order for a second because it wasn't light. It was firm, specific, and structured. Communication only through the co-parenting app. No talking badly about the other parent in front of the kids. No romantic partners spending the night when the kids are there. No missing parenting time without proper notice. Both parents required to support the children's love for the other parent. Both responsible for clothes, school needs, and travel notification rules. And above all, the children must not be exposed to conflict or made to feel responsible for adult issues. The judge made it crystal clear. These children deserve protection and calm, not chaos or camera time used as ammunition. So when Martell posted that Halloween hugging photo, reactions split instantly. Some viewers smiled, feeling the sweetness, a brother and sister sharing love, a father proud of his babies, nothing more. And truly, there is nothing wrong with a parent cherishing their children. But the other side of the internet said, a court order is a court order. Sweet moment or not, when legal boundaries exist, they exist. Melody worked hard to shield her kids from public drama, and anything that pushes against that, even unintentionally, raises eyebrows. Then comes the added layer, Knox. Seeing him and Sugar Mama together warmed a lot of hearts. Kids don't know division or adult wounds. They just know love and connection. But the moment those kids hit the internet, so does the noise. Suddenly old drama resurfaces. People start choosing sides, pointing fingers. At Martell, at Melody, at Arian, at anyone they feel contributed to the chaos. And that right there is exactly why the court emphasized limiting the children's online exposure. Because the internet can turn innocent moments into battlegrounds fast, and these little ones deserve protection from all of that. So, is this just a sweet Halloween picture? Or is it a moment that could become more complicated? Will the court see it as harmless, or could it be considered pushing boundaries? Right now, no one knows. But what we do know is this. Anytime Martell posts his kids, the reaction is immediate and intense. Every move is watched. Every post is dissected. That level of scrutiny alone is exhausting, for the children most of all. And if you think this storyline stops here, oh no, this is Huntsville. After a major court ruling, emotions are raw. Add reunion filming, public commentary, holiday season energy, and social media speculation? It's a recipe for tension. We've already seen how parenting dynamics spill into the group. Maurice, Kimmy, Letitia, Marceau, Tiffany and Lewis, Stormy and Courtney. Everyone has opinions, boundaries, and experiences. Co-parenting talk always finds its way back into the season. So you can bet this moment will circle back on screen. Because when Martell reacts, it's emotional. And when Melody responds, it's strategic, calculated, documented. Now here's the part people online are whispering about. When Martell missed court, many believed he assumed he'd still walk away with leverage. Instead, the ruling tightened structure and gave Melody more authority. And some fans feel like ever since then, Martell's posts have gotten more emotional. More comments, more shade, more, "Look at me, I'm still here" energy. So that Halloween post? A lot of viewers see it as more than a cute moment. They see a message behind it. A quiet attempt to say, "I'm still present. I'm still dad. The kids still love each other." But the real question floating around is, was this pure emotion or an effort to protect his public image after a loss in court? Now here's where the real shift happens. Melody has been outside minding her business, building, healing, moving forward, and keeping those legal boundaries sharp like edges fresh out the BarberCon finals. One thing about her, she's not budging when it comes to her baby's peace. She fought for structure, she got structure, and now she's guarding that court order like it's the last golden ticket to Willy Wonka's factory. So when this Halloween moment hit the timeline, the internet leaned all the way in like, "Sis, is she gonna speak? Or is she gonna let the court do the talking if anything jumps out of line?" And that mystery right there? That's the tension simmering online. Because listen, that custody ruling wasn't no cute little 2-page agreement. Oh no, that thing read like a government contract. App-only communication. No messy talk in front of the kids. No romantic sleepovers, no skipping time, no funny business with travel, no exposing the kids to emotional crossfire. The judge basically said, operate like mature adults or sit down. They want bubble wrap peace around those babies at all times. So when Martell posted that hug, some folks clutched their pearls like, "That's sweet, but sir, the court has Wi-Fi too." And whoo, the internet was split like a Thanksgiving wishbone. Half saying, "Y'all dramatic. Let that man love his kids." The other half replying, "Respect the paperwork. Babe, because cute or not, legal lines exist." And Melody didn't go through 12 emotional seasons and a courtroom trilogy for people to start playing Jenga with boundaries. And honestly, both sides weren't wrong. A dad loves his kids. Beautiful. But a judge gave rules, and rules don't care about vibes. Then came that extra emotional layer, Knox. Seeing him and Sugar Mama hug. Heartwarming. Babies don't know betrayal, divorce, TV drama, fan wars. They know love. They love each other naturally. And seeing that innocence, that's the part everyone agrees on. Kids don't create chaos, adults do. And this is exactly why the judge said, they are not content. They are children. Because one pure moment online can turn into 3,000 comments and a podcast panel in 10 minutes flat. Now fast forward. The cast remained silent like church during tithes. Not a like, not a heart, not a tiny little emoji. And trust, that silence spoke volumes. The whole Love and Marriage crew saw the court orders. They know cameras can't roll unless both sides agree. They know what season they're in and what legal lines exist. No one wants their storyline upgraded to witness testimony. So, everyone sat in their corner sipping water bottles the way reality TV veterans do when the tea's too hot to touch. And then there's Melody's supporters. Baby, that army don't blink. They love her, they pray for her, they screenshot like FBI interns. They don't play about those children or their peace. They saw that video and said respectfully, "Cute, but we taking notes." We got digital folders, and they do. Screen records, saved posts, time-stamped comments. If receipts ready was a sport, they'd be Olympic qualified. So here's the real question echoing across timelines. Is this growth or ego? A healing father moment or a "don't forget I'm here too" post? The truth? Only Martell knows what his heart was doing. But patterns don't lie. And fans remember history like it's stored in HD. He has shining dad moments, then emotional reactions, then silence, then chaos. Growth isn't linear, and co-parenting under public scrutiny is a battlefield nobody trains for. But one fact stays fixed. Court orders don't bend for mood swings. Could this post cause issues? Maybe, maybe not. It wasn't an ad, but it was public. Could someone argue image building? Possibly. Could Melody tuck this away for future reference? Absolutely. Because legal strategy isn't microwave popcorn fast. It's slow cooker, low simmer, wait and use if needed energy. One moment doesn't build a case, patterns do. And right now, patterns are being watched like a reality TV reunion tape the day before contracts renew. Still, let's not miss the beauty. Those babies hugging? Pure, sweet, proof that love wins in little hearts. They aren't carrying grudges, they're carrying costumes and candy bags. And that innocence is why everyone gets protective. Kids deserve privacy, peace, and childhood, not trending topics and debate threads. And don't forget, this ain't just gossip. It quietly shifts the whole Huntsville universe. Cameras, rules, storylines, adjusted, cast dynamics, tight lips. This custody setup might just reshape the show more than any feud ever could. So here we are. One holiday hug, one timeline explosion, and one community holding its breath. Because behind the cute moment is a court order. Behind the smiles are boundaries. And behind the silence is a whole lot of watchfulness. From the court, the internet, and the fan base that protects those kids like family. Drop your thoughts. Respectful only. Was this innocent dad joy? Strategic timing? Emotional response? Or just part of the co-parenting growing pains? However you see it, one truth stands. The babies come first. Always. And if you're still here reading, you're one of the real ones, because this story ain't done. Not by a long shot. Stay locked in, stay respectful, and trust me. The next chapter is already loading.